Hey everybody, welcome back to another video with your casual keyboard guy. This is a quick lesson today. I'm gonna kind of give you some, and I picked the easy song for a reason, because I want to just give you a simple song, a simple groove you can do, but then also just like give you some nice chords you can play over top of the groove, and then some alterations. So this song that I wanted to work on today is called "Damaged" by her. Damaged by her. H.E.R. So anyway, it's a real simple song. It's not much to it. So there's only 3 chords in this song. And I'm just gonna give you some fun stuff you could do. I'm gonna show you just like a basic way, then I'm gonna give you an advanced way, then I'm gonna just show you some nice stuff you can do. So maybe tween type stuff, so extras. So the song starts off with, so it's like a C flat major 7, which is also just it's really a B, but C flat. Okay, it's a C, and then now it's flat because we're in the key of G flat. Okay, so that's the first chord. So you got C flat, E flat, G flat, and B flat. Okay, first chord. Second chord is going to be a G flat major 7. So you got G flat, you got B flat, you got D flat, and you got F. Okay? Just like that. Last chord is going to be E flat minor 7. You got E flat, G flat, B flat, and D flat. So okay? All right. So that's the basics of the song. Real simple, real nice though. It's just like this sits in a nice groove. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you a little bit of a more advanced. So now, some advanced chords that you can do. So I like doing this chord. Right, you ready for this? So this is real pretty. So this is like a C major 9, but I'm adding like extra notes in there. So I'm doing like a C flat in the bass. You got B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat, and B. Real fat chord. And now watch this chord. It's not as fat, but it's real nice. It's real pretty, right? So you was doing this, but when you just, because you trying to keep just taking the B flat out and putting the A flat in there to make it sound so much prettier. So it's D flat, F, and A flat with G flat in the bass. So the first chord I gave you, you got that? I know that was a long chord, so let me give you that one more time. And then we got, and I'm trilling from the E flat to the F to give you that nice little like R&B, neo soul-y feel. So it's kind of like I'm playing a chord like this, and then I'm going up to the F. So another little trick you can do, like get like a nice little, and then rolling your chord also is another trick you can do. And that sound pretty? Because look at this. They sound pretty, but it's a little bit better, right? So the E flat chord, you could do something like this. Watch this. Isn't that nice? E flat minor 9 with 11. So you got E flat in the bass, you got F, G flat, A flat, and D flat. So that real pretty. So you ready? That pretty? What's that little note they do? So that little extra little thing, I think it's either a 1-4-1, or it could be it could be either or, but or they might just roll it all the way up. But I think that's what they doing. The little extra notes, so they be like. And then they do something else like, and they basically just chopping on that E flat minor. So they be something like, something like that. So it's just like some type of choppy. So I'm just chopping up that E flat minor 7. So just chopping it up. Because a lot of times when you're playing chords like this and songs that's like kind of groovy, you kind of like play the groove, let it settle, and then you kind of just add your own little stuff. Like, you might do a little bit of the melody. And all I'm doing is playing the same chords I'm showing you. I'm just adding the melody. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of times when I'm showing you chords, because this is the chord I showed you on the F, on the G flat, I mean. So you can also, you know, there's so many ways you could play these chords. You could do it like this. This is another way you could play that G flat chord. You can also play it like this, do it in 9. So, you know, it's like chords are so endless. And then you got like half steps now, and it's not meant to be a super advanced lesson, but I do want to start opening up my channel to like just some teaching aspects to me, because I know, you know, you see me playing all these chords and stuff, and sometimes I might do stuff that I don't teach, so I might start opening up some, you know, beginner piano courses, and just also some advanced ones, I guess between intermediate to advanced. But let me show you some of the nice chords that you can do like as like in between. So you got that one thing that I did. I went from this F, E flat minor, then I went to a F minor. So a lot of times when you playing chords, you could kind of go a whole step up depending on where you land. So you got right. So that is just literally going from, I'm doing the same chord, E flat minor 9, I'm just going up a whole step. You know? I'm sorry, what would this be? Oh man, I just messed that up. Oh yeah. So I'm going a whole step, that's a half step. Then I'm going a whole step. So I'm going from, so I'm doing the F, G, A flat, B flat, and E flat. I was trying to show you how the chromatic walk up, but I kind of messed that up. But it's, there we go. Whew, that's so I'm just going up chromatically, meaning I'm just going up, following the bass, not skipping notes. So anyway, going back because I be getting lost. So you got the F, G, A flat, B flat, and E flat. So how that comes in is, you don't want to do it every time. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do it every time, but, you know, just something to throw a little spice in there. And that little thing I just did was I arpeggiated how the chords are going to fall. So if I know my chord is here, right, I'm going to arpeggiate, because I'm kind of playing that chord, but I'm just, so I'm arpeggiating to the chord. So I'm going A flat, G, E flat, B flat, and then I'm landing on the chord, A flat. So watch this. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just, like I said, a little bit advanced. But another nice chord you can do, you could do like that major, so it's F flat, which is not like a fun note to look at, but it's really E, but it's F flat because of the key. So you're doing F flat, G flat, A flat, C flat, and E flat. And this is really an E major 9, but it's an F flat. You know, I know it's like beating a dead horse, but, you know, people be like, what's F flat? But it's really an E major chord, just in this key is F flat. Okay, so that's another little chord you could do in between those two chords. So that is just the same thing. I'm just doing a different like inversion and like kind of playing around with the chord. So I'm holding that C flat and I'm just going G flat and D flat and G flat, and I'm going up to E flat and A flat. See that? It sounds nice, right? Just showing you some little tricks that you can do. And you know, so, you know, I'm not going to extend the lesson too much longer, but if you guys want extras like this, I'm going to start doing some lives as well, where I just get on You can talk to me. You can ask me questions about anything with music. So I'm gonna do an initial open live session where just like a meet and greet. I want to meet some of you guys, and you can bring your comments, your questions. If you don't like me, let me know. But hopefully you guys tune in for that. I'm coming soon, so be looking on the lookout for the first live session with your casual keyboard guy. All right, like, share, subscribe, show your boy some love. Peace.